jazz. So I love jazz. What does that do to the brain? And is there a different thing that happens in the brain when jazz music is being played?
Great question, because I've spent the last 3 weeks working on an episode for my podcast about music and the brain. So a couple of things just related to music more generally, which is that the emerging theory is that music, including singing and dance, probably emerged in the human brain before spoken language, which in many ways makes sense, right? Think about this. Using music without lyrics, you couldn't describe a can of soda, a car, or an apple, or a person in a way that I could understand it and everyone could understand it. But with music, you can describe and create an emotion in somebody else. That means that it's actually a more sophisticated language in many ways than spoken language. So we think of spoken language as so sophisticated. I can say, okay, Tom's sitting over here. He's my cousin. By the way, he is my cousin. This is on Wikipedia. He's wearing Adidas shoes like me, which may have a genetic link, may be a nature or nurture thing. We don't quite know. We don't question it. Something. So in many ways, what we now understand based on brain imaging, based on a lot of genetics and other tools, is that there are dedicated circuits in the brain and body that music taps into and can create the sense of emotion. And one of the more interesting ones, I think, is that, we have our breathing apparatus as a muscle called the diaphragm, moves our lungs, et cetera. But a lot of music will actually tap into the neural connections of the diaphragm and lungs, and our body will flutter at the same frequency as a note that's being played. So this is crazy. That means that your body is being used as a sort of instrument from the inside while you're listening to instruments and sometimes vocals from the outside. And so your body is literally resonating with the similar frequencies as the music that you're listening to.